Amber.
They saw my tum-tum!
The moon landing didn't happen.
Are you actually gonna wear that?
Okay, fine. You're the queen of lolcows. Well done, you.
Did she spray Pam on the food?
That ass, though. You're lolcows. That's what you guys do.
Hey folks, what's good? I'm Professor Dietz, and in today's class, we're gonna do a little show and tell. Well, maybe it's more like tell, I guess, but Amber recently came back to social media in the form of a few shorts and at least one TikTok that I know of. And although she tried to portray herself as a work-from-home girl, typing away on her multiple keyboards, the overarching theme of them was obviously just eating. It doesn't matter if she was working from home in a timeless day where the sun just never moves, or, out with Mama Lynn at bingo. She was always showing herself eating. Really eating.
Oh my god.
Enjoying the food in ways I guess I'll never understand. Not to mention the straight up thirst trap that she dropped, where she is just standing in front of her open fridge, feeling up her own curves and lip syncing to Like Sugar on My Tongue. So, I don't care what else she says she's doing. She's not doing ASMR. She's not filling out her timesheets. She's not vlogging her super fun life of gambling in the pseudo dark. No. Amber has been making eating content. And as many other thoughts I've had about this very strange rebrand of hers as she tries to pretend like she's brand new on the internet and no one's ever going to recognize her or something.
Thanks for the super chat, asshole.
One of the biggest thoughts that I had was, who exactly is her audience? Who is she making this content for? And I know I'm not the only one, because there were comments like this one regarding this whole situationship, shall we say. Lindsay. Ooh, she def has a new girl. The thirst traps are a telltale sign in the cycle. The Amberlyn Reed, creator. Nah, I'm happily single. Ugh, and then she has a little queen emoji. And seeing this comment, it reminded me that a couple of weeks ago, I actually asked my channel members what their theories are. Well, more so about the entire amberverse right now. And I got a whole bunch of great answers. Some of them were regarding Amber's relationship with Mama Lynn. Of course, some of them were about Aunt Tammy and the lawsuit.
I don't have drama in my real life.
And others were about the status of her relationship with Emily. So I went back to take a look at those, and it seems like we're all over the place right now when it comes to predicting what's really going on with Amber and Emily. So I just decided it could be fun to take a look through those together, in addition to some that I found in a few different comment sections because, well, like it or not, all this food content has got me thinking about whether or not Emily is still in the picture, or if Amber is making these videos for someone new, or in hopes of finding someone new. Now, just a quick note that I did actually decide to keep all of these anonymous today because when I chatted with my channel members about these, I did tell them that if I decided to share any of them, that they would be. So, following through on that. But in any case, let's take a look. Emily can't quit Amber entirely. And Amber knows it. They still have more breaking up and getting back together to do before someone finally ends it for good. And I definitely see some truth in this. I don't know where their status is currently, but I do think that neither one of them can really quit each other. And they both know it. It's not just one way. But do they still have more breaking up and getting back together to do? That one, I still just don't know. Amber already met someone new, and that's why she's taking all this time off. Do I think Amber already met someone new and that's why she's taking all this time off? I don't think so. I think that she took the time off because of everything that was going down with Tammy and all the lies that she'd been caught in regarding Emily and Rarity and, well, just, all the drama that is Amberlyn Reed. But did she already meet someone new? I don't know. A lot of people believe that Amber always has at least one or two people on the back burner, keeping them warm. She's always in the apps and DMing people just to make sure that she's got someone ready just in case. So I agree with part of this, but not all of it. Alexis thinks she has a chance with Amber again, now that Amber and Emily said they broke up. When Alexis finds out Emily is still in the picture, Alexis is going to start up her YouTube again. Ooh, I actually didn't see Alexis coming back into this picture. I feel like she kind of moved on, but these side characters, they do tend to come back around every now and then. And the idea of Alexis getting with Amber after everything that happened? I don't know. I don't think I see that happening. Of course, Girl World is wild, so who freaking knows? Maybe that could happen in some strange universe, such as Girl World. Man, this one, I feel like this is like beyond theory and into conspiracy theory. I love it. I do. I love it. You guys are funny. Amber and Emily are still on and off, but it's not going well. They're fighting a lot, and Amber's just hiding it better at the moment. Amber and Emily being on and off, that's exactly how it's been going. And it hasn't been going well, so this does seem like it could be very true. They're fighting a lot, and Amber's just hiding it better at the moment, maybe. I don't know that that's why she chose to go offline, as I said earlier. I do think it's because of all the family drama and hoping that if she disappeared, all of that would be forgotten somehow. Although we all know it has not been forgotten. And a current relationship with Emily being hidden because of it? That's just, a bonus for her. Amber is dating a married woman again and is doing her best not to let the internet find out. Ooh, man, that's another juicy one. I don't know. It's certainly possible. Amber has been known to not care if she's breaking up a marriage. Is she doing it now? Could be. It very well could be that Amber slips into the DMs of yet another marriage, and who knows what could happen next. Ugh, gross. Amber's making these new thirst traps to make Emily jealous in order to get her back for the 1,487th time. Yeah, see, this definitely goes to, where my original question came from. It was not just the eating content, but the TikTok thirst trap. That one, it brings up some questions in my mind. And I'm sure y'all are asking yourselves the same things, Who is it for? Is it for Emily? Well, I think that the next one is actually the opposite of this. So let's go ahead and read that one first before we continue on this thought. Amber and Emily finally broke up for good. And now Amber's making thirst traps to attract a new feature. She loved being a feature. Yeah, I mean, as I said, this is basically the other side of the same coin, right? Either the thirst traps are trying to get Emily back, or they're trying to attract someone new. Or I guess the third option here is that she has found someone new, and, these are for that person. So I guess there's more than two options. Man, is she still with Emily? Could they possibly still be together? I don't know. I feel like Amber may have pushed Emily too far, but honestly, I just don't know. Those two, man, they're so wrong for each other, but I think that also is kind of what makes them so right for each other at the same time. Ugh, it's gross. I hate it. Amber and Emily are still talking, but Emily will never let Amber in her house again. For Emily, Amber is nothing but an object. There's no love there. I see a lot of potential truth in this one. I don't know that there was ever any love on Emily's side. I think, Amber was a rebound and an object for sure. I can't say, who Emily is as a person. We don't know her nearly as well as we know Amber, because Amber's the one who's been sharing her life online for over a decade. But from what we have seen of their relationship and, how Emily has responded in some ways and, gone to Mr. Snowflake and what she's posted on her own Instagram, I don't think that there ever was any love for Amber Lynn. I agree. I don't think Emily is ever going to let Amber in her house again. I think that's true. Whether or not they're still talking, well, again, I guess that is kind of the question of the day now, isn't it? Amber and Emily aren't actually dating, but they are still in contact and keeping each other on the hook. I'm not going to be interested in whatever they're doing unless Amber pisses off Emily again and Emily releases the audio or full video of that meltdown. Ooh, the video. That's right. The video that Emily has that we wouldn't even know about if Amber hadn't told us about it. When Amber came online to have a meltdown before she knew what Emily had shared with Mr. Snowflake. That was not one of her brightest moves. But yeah, she told us that Emily has a video of her and it's a completely unhinged meltdown. I think Amber said that she's, half naked in that video? I don't know. Did we ever hear from Emily about it? Did she say whether or not she has a video or not? If she does, I do agree. I think that really is going to be the thing that really gets people, number one, to believe anything Emily ever has to say. And number two, to care. I know that I'm making this video, so there is at least some sort of question going on in my mind. But would I believe anything Emily had to say without some kind of proof? I think that's a really good question. I think the only thing that's really going to make things interesting and believable is maybe that video. Or something else that's, of equal value, let's say. I don't know. If Emily was actually done with Amber, she would have shown that video or something else that really exposes her. They're definitely still together. Okay, I just talked a whole lot about this and this video that may or may not exist. This person seems to think that they are definitely still together unless, if and only if Emily shares that video or something else that exposes Amber for real, that they are definitely together until that point. I think there is the possibility that maybe they've broken up and, Emily just didn't go as far as sharing that video, especially if Amber is not fully clothed in it. Obviously, there'd be a whole lot of other issues if Emily shared that. Now, if Amber is not, exposed in any way as far as her clothing is concerned, well, that would be a different story. And if there is something that Emily can share with us that proves who Amber is and that Emily saw it, not only saw it, but recorded it because she knew it was going to happen, well, that'd be very damning. Nah, Amber finally went too far and Emily broke it off. But they're still talking now and then because they're both toxic AF. I mean, yeah, they are both toxic AF. Amber is absolutely going to have another meltdown soon. Either because Emily exposes her again, or causing Emily to expose her again. The Emily drama isn't over yet. Well, if it's not over yet, then I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I do agree that Amber's probably gonna have some kind of meltdown soon. Whether or not that's gonna involve Emily, obviously I can't say. In my mind, I'm still thinking about the family drama that she has. Everything that Tammy exposed in the meantime with the lawsuit and Mama Lynn. I mean, there is still so much there as far as, the allegations that Amber made against Tammy. So I definitely see a meltdown in our future. Probably near future because, well, it is Amber Lynn we're talking about after all, right? She can't help herself. Something's going to happen And this whole facade, this whole playing pretend thing that she's been doing, well, I don't know, maybe what she's going to do is have a meltdown on live, but still post all of this pre-recorded content that she made of herself, pretending to have some kind of work from home gig. How weird would that be? Just to see the juxtaposition of her pre-recorded content thinking that she was going to get away with everything next to her complete and utter meltdowns on live streams. I could see that happening. Oh my God. Oh, I think that was the last one though. I think that a lot of people are probably done with Emily. I do. Unless and if and only if she really does have something else to share. It can't be this same old shit. It can't be this, I'm making vague posts on Instagram that may or may not be about Amber or myself or a horse or the sky. It's got to be something real and something that we can sink our teeth into in order to believe whatever she's saying. Will we ever get that? I think someday. I do. I really do. I'm curious what you guys think. If you have any theories that I didn't get to in these, drop them in the comments down below. As usual, thinking about Emily and Amber, just Amber in general, is a surefire way to give me the ick. So let's head to the Corgi Cam to soothe our souls for a moment. Oh, there she is, hanging out in the corner of the frame like usual. Here you go. Good girl. All right, you can go back to your nap. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's wrap this up. I'm not Emily's biggest fan. I've said that before. I think that both Amber and Emily are toxic. And the two of them together? I don't know, it's like a 1 + 1 = 3 type deal. And my feelings about this whole situation, like yours, I'm sure, are complex. I have a lot of questions still about what really happened between them. If anything we've heard is even close to the truth. And if so, which parts? What really happened in Wisconsin? And if we're ever going to get the answers. But then I sat back and I thought about Amber's history. And the truth about all of it has generally come out at some point. Whether it be weeks, months, or sometimes even years later. So I'm just going to put a pin in all those questions for now. We can just, pop some more popcorn and wait to see what happens next. Because the future of the amberverse, at the very least, we do know will bring us something to watch. And that brings me to today's reminder. Today's reminder, we have the power to shape our own futures. But as far as Amber's, only time will tell. If you wouldn't mind helping me out with the algorithm, hit like, share, or leave a comment down below. And if you'd like to support this channel even more, you can become a channel member. Today's shout out goes to the folks on screen right now. As always, I love reading through all your comments, and I always appreciate your kind words. So thank you. Okay, I'll leave a couple of videos on screen if you'd like to continue watching. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
People travel with their motherfucking pets. Point blank, period.